like, hello and welcome to DeathStryke Media's Better Than B movie talk show. I'm James Armstrong. This is James Waddington.
Howdy.
There you go. Thank you for being here for our inaugural show, branching out beyond Star Wars to include all things movie and all things TV.
Well, at least we're going to try to. That's the theory on this. We're going to talk about hot stuff coming out for theaters. We're going to talk about hot things coming out for TV. I'm not a big TV guy, so I'll go off your lead because I'm not a big
There's
TV
so
guy.
much TV, it's hard to keep up with everything.
I got a 2-year-old. He's my TV.
There you go.
And of course, we'll talk about all the fun stuff coming out, and maybe some old classic films too that'll come up,
Yes.
and anything that's better than B status, unless it's just fun.
Not that there's anything wrong with a B average if you're in school right now.
I don't know. I was a C student. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like B minus myself. So this is like right in my field.
Right it. Alrighty, man.
All right. Starting off today, we have Wonder Woman as one of the most anticipated movies of this summer. The movie that is expected to, or hopefully, knock on wood, revitalize the DC cinematic universe. James, what are your thoughts on this upcoming feature film?
So when I saw the Wonder Woman trailer kind of hit during Comic-Con last year, and I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be epic. I loved the theme song coming up. It gives I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about that theme song right now. I don't know if you can see it, but my hair's standing up. The movie looks fantastic. Every trailer that's come out for this movie, I'm just like, I want to see the movie tomorrow. Can I see it tomorrow, please? Mm-hmm. I love everything they're doing except for one thing, and that's the marketing. I think the marketing on this film is, I know we just hit the marketing realm here, and there's been a lot of trailers, a lot of press releases coming out for this thing. However, leading up to this point, there hasn't been a whole lot of anything. We've had trailers, but there hasn't been a lot of billboards, not a lot of other press, not a lot of talking about it, which is really kind of frustrating because you look at like Marvel and their campaigns for all of their big giant motion pictures that they do for like Guardians of the Galaxy or the Avengers. They market like year in advance. They talk about these things year in advance, and the build up for those is so much bigger than what the marketing is they're doing for this one, which is kind of strange because you'd want DC to put perhaps their best movie forward as quickly as they can, because everything that's coming out for Wonder Woman so far has been epically awesome. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I know Warner Brothers had to go into a little bit of damage control because
course correction.
Yeah, well, like specifically with the marketing, because they did come out and say, actually, if you look at like online spending, we're spending more than we did for Wonder Woman in the lead up to Suicide Squad. So I don't know. Maybe they're just doing it differently, and it's more like YouTube stuff than it is for TV spots. Maybe I don't know. I would
want to say that you'd want to at least put enough marketing materials out for like a faith purpose, because they do that for like every giant. I mean, look at Guardians of the Galaxy. That thing was hyped for 9 months, almost a year before it came out. Like as soon as James Gunn said there's going to be a second one, boom, that was off the road. And we did get word that they were doing a Wonder Woman movie, but after we got word, it was kind of nothing. Yet Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm using that as reference because I just saw it again. They pushed that hard for the second one, and everyone was talking about it, and just maybe it's because it's a new character they're bringing in to the DCEU, and they want to make sure they're not overspending on it. But a lot is writing on it, and I want it to crush at the box office. I want them to go, oh my god, we need more female-led superhero roles in this day and age right now. Yeah. But that's how I see it.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the best spin I can put on it is that it kind of reminds me of Batman Begins back in 2005. They did not have a epic marketing campaign.
Well, they were also coming off that Schumacher version, so like everyone's like, I don't know, man.
Well, we had
your Batman movie's gonna be weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was like 8 years where we didn't get a Batman movie. It's like we went the length of a 2-term presidency without getting a Batman movie,
which is weird.
I know, but it's like I do remember at the time that it was reported that what they were going with was not a big splash. Like they had a Super Bowl spot and they had the usual number of trailers, but not a huge splash, because they apparently were making a concerted effort to have it be a word of mouth led campaign where people who saw the movie immediately would tell their friends, like, hey, you got to check this out, see this movie. And it did work. I mean, it had a modest $50 million opening, but only maybe a 30 or 25% drop for week 2, and it definitely had legs, and we got the brilliant sequel, which was The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
so
that was phenomenal.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're doing that with Wonder Woman right now, but I don't know. The one good thing that the DC films do have, I mean, they have been, like I say, received mixed at best.
See, I like I was on the minority of like I like I liked Suicide Squad. It did have a lot of problems, but it was a good popcorn movie.
Exactly.
I didn't have a problem with it at all.
Yeah.
But I was in the minority on that one. Like Batman v Superman was too long for me. I was like, I want my Superman versus Batman to be a Superman versus Batman movie, not an epic story of a terrible Lex Luthor feeding people hard candies. No, I wanted a Batman versus a Superman. Didn't get it, so I was a little disappointed. Yeah. But I'm not everybody, so.
Okay. But it's like the one built-in advantage that DC does have is that Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad all had a opening weekend debut above $100 million.
That's true. Their movies make money.
Yeah. Well, it was like they have a good opening weekend. The problem that they've encountered is
the drop off.
Unlike Batman Begins, they haven't been able to beat that week 2 curse where they drop dramatically,
like 50% or greater.
Yeah, exactly. It was like awful with BVS. It was.
I didn't see the theatrical cut though. I only saw the extended edition.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I know there's a lot of choppy bits in that. It was edited weird for cinema. I only saw the other one because I was advised just to watch that one, so I did.
It fills in a lot of gaps. I actually just watched the.
Did you? I'm not surprised.
I actually just rewatched the theatrical cut for the first time since its actual run on the big screen. To me, it still holds up, but again, I'm a Batman fan, so I have no problem admitting that I have a hint of bias to me. I mean, I'm always favorable toward Batman live action movies, and to me, it's just all good. I just love seeing new versions of the character, and I think Ben Affleck just killed it.
Oh no, yeah, I loved in BVS. Batfleck was the best part of the whole movie. He didn't. This is not a kid's show, so he didn't get no fucks given by that guy. He just straight up murdered fools. Like he didn't care anymore. Yeah. I love the grumpy Bruce Wayne. I think he suits that universe very well, and I hope they take that tone. I know DC has always been a little on the darker side than Marvel, because we always want the good guy to win, but we don't want to know about all the bad things he does to get there. And I think we see this grumpy Bruce Wayne, or we saw this grumpy Bruce Wayne, and it killed it. And I kind of hope they go with that same route in Wonder Woman, looping it back in.
There we go. There? Thank you.
Looping it back into Wonder Woman, because we know that she comes from an island of just women, but they're also warriors. They kill people. That's what they do. So I want to see that version of Wonder Woman before she makes the transition over to our. I don't know how they're gonna our realm, our world.
Our world, yeah.
Because she's used to facing her conflicts face to face, and she's got to be in polite society. So I'm looking forward to that inner conflict of Diana, because that would be phenomenal.
And I'm a big fan of them changing the setting, because I know that traditionally it's been World War II, but look, I don't know what their motive was for doing this. Like maybe it was because Captain America was in World War II.
I think that's going to be it.
That's what I heard.
It's like if they were if Captain America was in World War II and Wonder Woman was in World War II, why didn't they ever meet each other? There's these two super people, and
because separate universes, folks.
Yeah, pocket universes. They're both pocket universes.
But it's from a story perspective a brilliant idea, because World War I ended with a lot of people thinking we were going to be due for another one right after that.
Yeah.
It was billed as the war to end all wars, and it didn't. It led to another even worse conflict.
Absolutely.
Whereas World War II, you ended with the founding of the United Nations, and the idea that even though we were bound to have a Cold War come out of that we had maybe
us and the Ruskies.
Yeah, exactly. But there was some hope after that conflict that we wouldn't see another epic World War in our lifetime.
I hope.
Yeah. But World War I, no level of optimism coming after that conflict.
No, that was
it was horrific combat with trench warfare, poison gas,
and now we get the bright,
yeah.
shiny, golden Wonder Woman to come in and save
Yeah.
the day, which would be fantastic because the colors of, I mean, we have a little poster here.
There we go.
If you can see it, the colors itself, it's kind of hard to see, but you see her as like this shiny breastplate, tiara thing in a world of combat, which is really hard to pull off, and I think they've done it perfectly.
Yeah.
You don't want to oversell it for the glam, but at the same time, you want something that's going to stand out and kick ass. And I think this particular marketing poster, the small one, it does that. So nothing they've done has been bad other than their timing and how much press they've come out with. But
yeah, and yeah, like I say, I can't wait to see her story arc in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, that war did not end under the best terms, and there has to be a reason why she kind of stopped being Wonder Woman for a whole century leading into BVS.
Yeah, that's true. Like she checked out. She's like,
Yep.
nope, not helping y'all no more.
Yeah.
Y'all can go kill each other all you want to.
Now,
I'm gonna stay back.
Now, what did you think of Gal Gadot in BVS? Like that little we saw of her. What was your impression?
Oh, that was actually another. Besides Batfleck, that whole bit of Diana seeing Bruce Wayne kind of sneak his way through Lex Luthor's place to hack his computers. I'm like, like Jurassic Park, clever girl. That to me was, I was like, ooh, we're entering a territory here where we got this movie coming out. Yeah, let's do this. I was excited. I was like, we need more of that. Less Lex Luthor, more of investigating. That to me was perfect. Just the right amount of interference from Diana or Gal Gadot's character, Wonder Woman, to hint at the Justice League movie, and I loved it. So.
Yeah. I know that some people had trouble with the way she delivered her lines in that movie, but English is not her first language.
Yeah, and she didn't start out as an actress. She started out as a model.
She has that, but she does bring that certain intensity to the part, and I love the Doomsday fight sequence where she gets knocked down and just smiles and goes back to fighting.
It also helps. I mean, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but she's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful woman.
She's a very beautiful woman. And anything that you put a beautiful woman who is putting in the effort to be in these action scenes, who's putting in the effort to learn another language, who's putting in the effort to maybe going and getting acting lessons as she's trying to star in films, go for it. Yeah. That just makes you more beautiful to me because you're going out there and you're doing these things.
And
so more power to her, man.
Oh no, like, oh man, like, you gotta admire what she's done, because I just read a story a few weeks ago how they did reshoots for the movie, including major action sequences, and she was 6 months pregnant.
Yeah. So
and still kicking butt.
Yeah, my wife is 6 months pregnant. She barely walks up the stairs, so I can only imagine. That's not saying my wife is not strong. Pregnancy is just hard.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make sure I cover all the bases for Wonder Woman, because I know we want to move into another movie that you are looking forward to. Let's see, Wonder Woman. We covered the reshoots.
Yep.
We got the box office appeal.
Yep.
I think it's looking good, and I hope they succeed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll crush it.
Okay. And I think we should move on now to the new Pirates of the Caribbean film, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Yeah, that's a fun name. The funny bit of thing about that is I guess it was a couple years ago, I bought a toy or something with Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if it was like a toy sword or something. I don't remember what it was. But on the actual tag itself, on the marketing tag that comes up, maybe it was a shirt, I don't know what it was, said Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales. That movie wasn't even announced until like a year ago.
Yeah. The first trailer came out last year.
Yeah. So I had this piece of tag that was from something that I bought, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and I was like, what is this? Turns out it was a movie. So I don't know if that was a Disney slip. I don't know if that was a marketing slip, but yeah, that was funny. But getting back to the actual movie, I've been a Pirates of the Caribbean fan since the first one. I saw the first one like 13 times in the theaters. Ooh. I had a badass hand painted Jack Sparrow shirt that says that was hand painted by the girl I was dating at the time. It was on a red shirt on acrylic, and I had another one that she did. It was a little not as nice as the first one, but I loved Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one. I was in high school. I dressed up as Jack Sparrow a couple times. I don't know if you remember that. Probably not, because we weren't exactly in the same group of friends, but we knew each other.
Yeah. I remember Brett Fuller dressed up
Well,
as
that's
a
Brett.
captain
He always
for a
says that.
while. So were you guys in competition over that?
No, he
No?
was
Okay.
always taller and had longer hair than I did. Anyway, I liked the first one. The second one was pretty good. The third one was okay. The fourth one was kind of, but I never was dissatisfied with them. I
Okay.
always thought they were good popcorn movies. But this one, I think this new one, Pirates 5, is getting back to the roots of what made the first one so good. We're not going to get as many stupid lines as we got in the other ones. The 2, 3, and 4. We're not going to get as many, Jackisms. We're going to get to the adventure. We're going to get to the story, and we're going to have Jack.
But we won't have Keith Richards.
I
liked him in that third movie.
Yeah. And that was a lot of Johnny Depp's inspiration to Jack Sparrow. Anyway, was Keith Richards. He's still alive, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
So why won't he be in anyway?
Keith Richards will never die.
Yeah, he's already dead.
No.
He died 10 years ago.
He's gonna live forever, folks.
He will live forever. But I think they're gonna get back to what really made Pirates special. The first Pirate special, The Curse of the Black Pearl. And I really can't wait to get into it because we do have Orlando Bloom coming back as Davy Jones, who is now captain. He's now captaining
Captain Turner.
Yeah.
But
we're getting. I don't know. I think. Yeah, we're getting.
He's Will Turner, captain of the Flying Dutchman.
Dutchman. That's what it was.
There we go.
And then we're getting briefly. Keira Knightley's going to be in it because it's.
Oh, is she? Okay, good.
Yeah, I believe briefly because the main guy, not Jack, but the other kid, is their son.
Yeah.
So they got to be in it, right? It'd be really weird not to have both of them in it. If the parents are still alive, why not have them in it? So I'm really looking forward to that. What's the new pirate's name? The actual actor.
Javier Bardem.
He looks fantastic. The CGI looks pretty good. It does look a little more CGI than maybe we wanted, but there are, and I'll give this one out to Mark Ellis. Go Sharks!
I love it.
Yep.
Go Sharks.
So I'm looking forward to this movie this summer. I know I'm probably going to see it at least twice because I got to keep it in tradition with the other Pirates movies. I won't see it 16 times or whatever, 13 times or whatever the first one was, but I will see it a couple times probably.
Yeah, right on.
So your thoughts on it?
Well, I enjoyed the first movie. I remember being entertained by the second one, disappointed by the third. I never saw the fourth one. So
you can skip it.
Yeah, so I'm the guy who definitely should be won over by these movies, and it'd be nice to get them back to that adventurous spirit like we had in the first movie. Yeah. So I don't know. We were talking about how Wonder Woman is a shot in the arm that the DC films need. Hopefully, this will be the same thing for the Pirates films, because I do know that looking at the box office
I think they just
data,
need to kill it. I need to kill it off. 5's too many.
5's too. Well, I don't know. 6 seems like a good even number for me.
I didn't think about that.
Just
6.
Yeah.
Got one more in them.
But don't go Fast and Furious on us and have 8 of them.
But the thing with the Fast and Furious though is as soon as that movie self-identified or was self-aware. It made it so much better because the first one they took seriously. The second one, which was that one Tokyo Drift? Or Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah. Too Fast, Too Furious.
And then it was Tokyo Drift, and then it was 4, then 5, then 6, and then this one.
Yeah.
But as soon as that movie became self-aware and realized it was an over-the-top action movie, they just went balls all in and went for it, and they made them amazing.
Yeah.
Because you knew what you're getting into with that. With Pirates, I feel they're trying to have this epic story of a pirate who we all know and love, Jack Sparrow, mixed with, the same sort of adventure he goes on, this misadventure. He's after this thing, or he wants this thing, or he needs this thing, and he needs rum. And we already know all that stuff.
He's being chased after by that weird monkey all the time.
Yeah. Named Jack. So what more adventures can he go on? Because we're going to hit this point of getting out of the 1800s, going into the 1900s at some point. Yeah. So you got because you had the Dutch East India Company was in the late 1800s. So you had, and the Dutch East
1700s.
Yeah. So they went all the way through the 1800s, and even still they were around for a very long time.
Okay.
So you had Pirates probably took place in 1770-ish.
I can't even remember if they've mentioned.
They haven't never mentioned the time.
Yeah,
I'm kind of going off ship design and what you see as far as British troops are concerned.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if they've even mentioned the United States yet, so I'm wondering if this is like pre-colonial.
It might be.
Yeah.
You might have colonial
or pre-independence. I mean, excuse me.
It's probably pre-independence.
Yeah.
They should explore that in the next one.
Yes.
That would be cool. There's our sequel. There's the last sequel. Jack Goes to America.
There we go.
But no, I'm looking forward to this movie. It should do better than the other ones, and I hope it makes enough money to warrant a sixth and final nice cap off to a nice 6-pack of films.
Good,
nice box set.
Good, strong, muscular 6-pack. Yeah,
that's right.
Because I do know that the fourth one, I know opening weekend it did not break 100 million, and I want to say
even we talk box office, and you're like $100 million. It's not a small number.
I know
that is still hard to hit even for the big ones.
But it
definitely made up for it. Didn't make it.
Oh no, so barely. That one was like 98 million.
Yeah, but it didn't make 100.
I know.
Million.
Okay, fine. But it did make up for it worldwide.
Yes.
So it's not just for an American release. Like
the worldwide box office killed Pirates of the Caribbean. That's why it still continued because.
But sue me, I love America.
We're shooting in America. Go
exactly. but yeah, so hopefully it'll be the shot in the arm that they need, and we'll revitalize the franchise.
The booster shot to get us through the second.
Booster shot. There you go.
Yeah. And nice medical, like a tetanus shot or something. Not that scurvy. We call it scurvy shot.
Oh, there
you go.
That sounds like something you get a shot against.
But yeah, I can take the next one, or you can take the next one.
Well, I can just do a quick transition by saying I never thought I'd be excited to see this particular movie, but by God, I can't wait to watch this. We're talking Baywatch.
Oh yeah, the marketing for this one has been fantastic, and they recently just released a 2 weeks ago, a week ago, a couple days ago, the Red Band trailer. And if you hadn't seen that one, they had a strong language one. I don't know if it was a Red Band or not, but they had maybe it was another Red Band trailer. They were cussing and doing dirty jokes and stuff, and it reminded me of the a movie that came out not too long ago. It was a remake of a TV show. It was
21 Jump Street?
Nope.
No?
But like it. It was a cop show. Anyway, jump in the comments and tell us what it is, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, because it was a terrible movie. One of the characters was Punch. Come on now.
Starsky and Hutch?
Yeah, no.
Wait.
No, cop movie.
They were kind of cops.
Yeah, well.
I know Chips came out this year, but I did not see that one.
That was it, Chips.
Okay.
The trailer had a very Chips. The Red Band trailer had a very similar vibe to the Red Band Chips trailer. However, Baywatch has The Rock in it.
Yep.
And Zac Efron, so you know it's going to be better. So, I am looking forward to this movie because of all of the zingers that are going to be in this movie, and how ridiculous over the top they're going to make this one compared to the TV show with the Great Hoff. So, and Pamela Anderson. Of course.
That was my first thought.
They have to have a slow-mo running scene. And I got to give a quick shout out to my man John Roca of Collider Video. He just sat down with The Rock for Baywatch and to interview him for Baywatch, and he talked a little of the movie trivia Schmodown, and they're trying to get The Rock to go on the movie trivia Schmodown.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So props to them. If you know the Schmodown, go check them out. Tweet at The Rock, tell him to get on that and get it done. But they couldn't have picked a better person to pull off Hasselhoff's position in Baywatch than The Rock. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, his comedic timing is outstanding. I know that the movie he did last year, Central Intelligence.
I love that one with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, that one was really enjoyable.
I thoroughly love that movie.
Yeah,
from beginning to end.
And he had the right blend of being super serious and super creepy
at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they had that crazy CGI of him as
fat kid?
Very overweight fat kid. I know. Yeah,
that was the singing shower with singing in the shower one that was good. And then what was Kevin Hart's nickname? The Golden Rod or something like that. I can't remember the name.
Not Golden Glider. That's a comic book character.
Yeah.
Golden something.
I think it was Golden Rod or Golden Bird. I can't remember. But I
think Golden Rod would be a real way to inflate his ego.
Yeah, I think from Central Intelligence, all the the language The Rock uses, like all the little reply text messaging of back and forth, was kind of reminds you of someone who's slightly out of date in time, because it's like you're like, that's no one said that in 10 years. And I hope that he brings that same comedic timing and funniness and just overall rockisms to Baywatch, because it's exactly what it needs.
Yeah,
it doesn't. It was a show that it was never really meant to be serious. They tried to make it serious. It didn't work. All we got was slow motion boobies, which was fine. That's really all the men watched it for anyway. And as soon as they embraced that aspect of the actual show, it got better because they were able to understand what the men wanted to watch, and that was fine. Of course, Hasselhoff was no slouch either.
You know, more power to the Hoff, man. He is now going to have 2 movies out in theaters, because he had a, not really much of a spoiler, he had a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, he did.
And he's going to have a cameo in Baywatch. So, my God, we're going to have 2 feator films featuring the Hoff out at roughly the same time.
They're going to be in theaters together. We'll have double the Hoff.
Double the Hoff.
That's right. He was in Baywatch, and unfortunately, the press premieres tonight at the wonderful theater he works at.
My
Galaxy Highland 10.
Beloved Galaxy Highland 10.
And we're filming this instead because we like you guys.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. We'll catch the next one. But yeah, getting back to Baywatch, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a great popcorn movie. A lot of silly action scenes, a lot of over the top humor.
I'm trying to remember.
Not a serious movie at all.
Oh,
Perfect summertime movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Zac Efron isn't one of those guys who got his start in High School Musical, is he?
You're asking the wrong person.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just trying to remember. I'm trying to remember where Zac Efron came from, but
Ab School. I don't know.
Somewhere, like Ab School. But I don't know. I just remember him showing up in the movie Neighbors. I'm like, who is this guy? But he's really funny.
Was Gal Gadot in that one?
No, that was another movie that came out last year called, oh god,
it was another spy versus spy film, right?
Yeah. It was like her and John Hamm, and it was like
for those who don't know,
Keeping Up with the Joneses.
That was it. She's in her underwear in that movie, and it's totally worth watching just for that scene.
Yeah,
not that I'm creeping, but I'm creeping.
No,
anyway.
I mean,
she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, and I think she could beat us both up.
Say again.
She's gorgeous, and I think she could beat us both up.
Yeah, I would let her.
Isn't it great how your wife does not watch these shows?
No, she doesn't. Thank God. But yeah, Baywatch. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Well, it's like we grew up in the '90s, so it's like you were talking about the Fast and Furious movies. We like action movies to be kind of stupid and just good escapist entertainment. It's like, my God, one of the best movies ever made is Face Off.
Love Face Off.
Yeah.
Face Off was good, and I didn't see it, but another rock movie that I really want to see, and I just missed the timing on it for the theater release, is San Andreas. Yeah, because that's another silly action movie, because it reminded me of 2012, where where the disaster movie happened, and that's just a silly thing. But a saving grace of that film, even though I thought it was good, was Woody Harrelson's character in 2012. But that's getting way off topic of Baywatch.
I forgot about him. Well, tying it into Baywatch, I'm blanking on her last name, but one of the members of the team in Baywatch, her first name is Gina. She played The Rock's daughter in San Andreas.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier off camera. Yeah.
So
I can't wait. I hope my 2-year-old lets me go, or my wife lets me go to go see this one, because it'll be maybe we'll take her on a date and go see it, drop kid off at the in-laws and go see Baywatch, or maybe even daycare. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about this next movie because we can get it done fast, because it's gonna be a terrible movie.
Oh God.
So for those of you who are in the now and text a lot and use those things we call emojis. Didn't even know they had a word until like 2 years ago.
I like that I have an old phone that doesn't really do emojis.
I don't do emojis unless I have Star Wars emojis that I do because it's Star Wars, right? But there's a movie coming out called the Emoji Movie. And that trailer just dropped yesterday? Day before yesterday?
A couple days ago,
yeah. Anyway, what a pile of crap. What an absolute shit show.
This is
literally.
This is the current bane of my existence.
Yeah, speaking of, he works in a theater, so he sees this shit all the time.
Yeah, that.
So let's just get right into this. You've seen this trailer probably 2,000 times.
I've seen the teaser trailer, but I'm not watching the new trailer.
Oh, you haven't seen the new trailer?
No, don't want to.
Okay, I'll ruin it for you. It's shit. It's ruined.
Thank you.
It
You
is.
saved me a lot of pain.
Yeah, it is straight up Wreck-It Ralph meets Inside Out. It's a movie we've all seen before. The only difference is this is emojis, and Patrick Stewart just happens to voice the shit emoji. And right at the end of the trailer, they do a poop joke.
Oh, sure.
And I'm like,
well, I like how Patrick Stewart is owning this part because he was on a talk show not too recently.
I saw this interview.
Yeah, and they joked about it. Like I think it was on Conan, and they were joking around like you're playing the poop emoji. Why would you do this? And he didn't just play it off like I'm sure the truth is he just did it for the money.
oh, this is one of those roles you totally do for the money.
But being supreme badass Patrick Stewart, he had said, well, I've had a long time experience with poop, from my early days as a toddler, and that made me think back to the motives behind poop, and what goes on in the world of poop, and so I think this is a beautiful way to in a way flesh out poop.
Did he say flush out?
He might have. I don't know.
Nice pun.
I was just gonna streamline that conversation, but he was really getting into it. And
oh yeah,
that's probably gonna be funnier than anything we see in this turd of a movie.
Oh god, I have a 2-year-old, so thank God he won't see this movie because he's too young. But I have a feeling that when it comes out on video or DVD or whatever, no one uses the word video anymore. It's all straight to DVD or Blu-ray or video on demand.
Home entertainment.
When it comes to home release, and my child's old enough to know what the hell an emoji is, I'm sure I'll see it in a couple of years.
And then I'll be begging for him just to want to rewatch Moana.
He watches Moana every day. I've seen Moana. I can't count that high.
Again, demonstrating the power of The Rock.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm happy The Rock is not in this movie. He does not need this turd on his perfect roster that is the Rock's resume of movies.
I mean, he's probably going to be president someday. You don't want that on you.
Yeah, well, that would be funny. But no, politics aside, this trailer did not sell me at all.
What is the supposed plot where they try to make it out to be?
Oh, that's right, you didn't see it. So you have an emoji. I don't even know what emoji it is. It's one of those yellow faced ones. Maybe the blah emoji. I don't know.
Meh.
Yeah, the meh emoji. Who's struggling because he thinks. So every emoji in the emoji world that lives inside your cell phone, if you have emojis, have only that one particular expression. They're always that way.
Yeah.
Happy is always happy, angry is always angry, kind of like the Inside Out. It's exactly like that. So the plot of that is you had the one emoji who's like, I can feel different things. And you're like, yep, saw this coming, which is Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph doesn't want to be the bad guy all the time. He wants to be the good guy all the time. And of course he finds this emoji finds this group of not ever used emojis, kind of like the room in Wreck-It Ralph where you have those unwanted villains, and it's the same story. He finds this one anomaly character that's a female character that is special because she's crazy, kooky, kind of like the princess in in Wreck-It Ralph, who's like kind of glitchy.
Okay,
it's exactly the same hair color and everything. The colors are basically the same. It's just a straight up rip off cash grab movie.
Yeah,
utter crap.
Now I feel even worse because, like, when I first heard about it, I thought, oh, they're doing this because Angry Birds movie did okay, so they're just picking a new cell phone idea. But now from what you're telling me, they're ripping off better movies.
Yeah, they're ripping off Wreck-It Ralph and Inside Out, and that's. I love Inside Out. It was a fantastic film. Yeah. Wreck-It Ralph was great too. Yeah. I just personally I wanted to see more Sonic the Hedgehog and Wreck-It Ralph because I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog guy.
There you go.
I love you, Mario, but Sonic's my blue guy. So.
As far as blue people go, I was always a Mega Man guy.
I never played Mega Man that much. Sonic the Hedgehog for me all the way. I want to go fast and get coins or rings. But anyway, don't go see the Emoji Movie.
No, don't do it.
I hate saying that because the people who make this movie really want to make them. You have talented people who obviously can animate, who make utter crap, but you're like, I don't really want them not to get paid, but. Yeah, it's a catch-22.
No, don't blame the people behind the camera. They're just doing their job.
Exactly. You blame the company that green lit this piece of garbage.
Well, is this a Universal movie?
Sony.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sony greenlit this piece of crap, so who knows?
Okay. Well, yeah, they must be desperate for money because they're still trying to recover from the hack.
Yeah.
But
Why wasn't that released in the hack?
there are better ways to do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Make good quality films. Well,
make
yeah.
a Sonic movie.
Make a Sonic movie.
I feel like they've been talking about that for a while.
It's come back. They had a brief run in Sonic came back briefly in the comics, and they came back briefly in a television show. And but they had the constant. Well, this weird thing is because I think Sega still owns them.
Okay.
And so they're having a lot of maybe contractual issues trying to get them on a platform to be on a movie animated style or something. I don't know, but or maybe it got sold to Nintendo.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know. I don't keep up with the video game world. I'm more of a movie guy. But let's change gears and let's talk about some TV. What you got?
Oh, let's see. I'm kind of in a holding pattern right now. I'm one of those awful people. I know that a lot of my DC friends have been harping on me for this. I'm not watching any of the current DC shows on the CW.
I'm not talking that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the new show coming out.
The new show coming out?
The Star Trek show coming out.
Oh, very good. I totally got caught up in the comic book world, and
I changed gears. Oh, it's TV.
Oh, there we go. Good call, because I don't want to defend myself on skipping the current DC shows, although I have a good reason. But yes, we have Star Trek on the horizon with Star Trek Discovery. The trailer dropped 2 days ago.
Yes, I just saw it today. I saw it today because I work for a living and I don't always get a chance to look at YouTube. And I don't watch TV. My TV is never on an actual TV channel. It's usually on Netflix or on Hulu or on Crunchyroll. So
that's actually my excuse for not watching the DC shows. I'm just going to binge watch them on Netflix.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But when I watched this trailer today, I was like, the cinematography and the scale of this show looks amazing. The aliens look fantastic. They look like they're straight out of the Star Trek universe. The Klingons look like they're straight out of the original series. Klingons, not like Worf.
Not Worf.
Not that we get in that series, Next Generation. Because that was a big war. Then was the Klingons. It wasn't the Romulans at the time. It was back then.
Yes.
It was the Klingons.
We hadn't made contact with the Romulans.
Exactly.
Yet. Right.
So. God, I'm a Star Trek nerd and a Star Wars nerd, so it works out.
Best of both worlds.
That's right. So this, to me, looks like a way better version of that god-awful show Enterprise.
Well, see, that's a weird thing. Like, I only watched a few episodes of Enterprise.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes, then I stopped.
Yeah.
But the look of this show seems like a combination of Enterprise, like even the title, Star Trek Enterprise. Now we have Star Trek Discovery.
Right.
But
ship names maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But it looks like a very healthy combination of like a hint of Enterprise, but also mostly in the style of the J.J. Abrams rebooted.
That's exactly what I thought
Star
of
Trek
when I first saw that that trailer, and I was like, "Is this another J.J. Star Trek?" Then of course it said on CBS or whatever comes. You know,
CBS All Access, the new thing. I guess the new online thing they're trying to push.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just release it on TV like everybody else.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was stunned that they didn't go for that overly cheesy effects that we're used to in the Star Trek world, and I know that they didn't do that on purpose. I know a lot of it had to do with budgets.
Oh yeah,
especially the first series. You know, Star Trek.
Yeah, like you have salt shakers being medical equipment.
Exactly. So I loved it. I'm gonna watch every freaking episode. Probably not when they air on TV. I'll probably watch them on maybe CBS's streaming service or Netflix or wherever it goes for the mass streaming. But I'm intrigued. I love it.
Just out of curiosity, because one thing that kind of took me aback was I was looking at the view count and then the thumbs up, thumbs down. And it seemed to have like
mixed reviews. I didn't look.
Well, yeah, it seems like it was like 1 out of every 3 reviews were a thumbs down, and I was kind of taken aback by that.
People feel change.
Yeah, that's true.
So we talked about this earlier on another show on the Star Wars show. So. Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Trek fans didn't really like that one because it was too much like the Wrath of Khan, and it kind of made some things different that we weren't used to, or we were overly used to in the Star Trek world. However, the first one was a Star Trek,
just Star Trek,
and then it went Into Darkness, and then Star Trek Beyond.
Brilliant film.
Yeah, love that one. Funny, I got some stuff about that.
All right.
Where the first and last one, fans really loved and really digged. So I think they're kind of they see that J.J. Abrams flavor and on it, and they're like, I don't know, he didn't really do us well in the series as a super sweaty Star Trek fan, but as a casual Star Trek fan who's more of a Star Wars fan,
right?
I love it.
Yeah, like
it looks very polished.
Yeah, he very famously said, J.J. Abrams famously said, Star Wars was always rock and roll, and Star Trek was always classical music.
Yes.
And going into the 2009 film, that Star Trek needed more rock and roll.
It did.
It did.
So getting Star Trek Beyond, written by was it Simon Pegg and J.J. Abrams? Because I think J.J. Abrams was
I don't know if he. I think he only had a producing credit on that.
Yeah.
He was working on Force Awakens.
Yeah. So most of the writing actually went to Simon Pegg. He wrote most of it. When he was making the main female lead, he was, and J.J. Abrams was like, you could do a female lead, kind of what I'm doing in Force Awakens. You could make her main weapon a staff. That'd be cool.
They both use a staff. Wow.
You can make him fly a starship, kind of a junky starship. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. A lot of similarities. You
just blew my mind.
Did I? You didn't know that? You didn't catch on to that?
Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it. But like I say, this is just
because he collaborated
really,
a lot with J.J. Abrams when he was writing. When Simon Pegg was writing that film. So yeah, there's a lot of similarities to those two characters.
Oh wow.
So both were stranded on a planet.
I think in Star Trek Beyond, that character is just maybe a heavier drinker than Ray, though.
Probably.
Yeah. It's like they keep telling me that if I drink, it'll take the edge off. I still have an edge.
Not drinking enough, obviously.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see Ray drunk in the.
No, we'll never see. We'll never see his on the what do they call that, jet juice in the Star Wars world.
Yeah, so. Not a very Disney thing to do.
No. But getting back to the TV show, I'm gonna watch it. Like I said,
yes.
I hope it has nothing to do with the Enterprise series. Although I had a friend of mine who actually was in that film. He was nice. He actually played a Vulcan. I forget which episode it was, but he had a speaking role in the film. He was a Vulcan. He carried a very big gun, and he's credited on IMDb. And his name is Damon James Williams. So look him up. He's an actor. So he says.
And I feel awful for blanking on his name, but one of the main Vulcans in the trailer, I guess the guy who's kind of like talking to the crew or instructing the crew. I wish I could remember his name. He's just a very awesome character actor. He was on the previous season of Gotham, and he had a supporting part in Tron Legacy. But great actor. I wish I could think of his name, but I'm so happy that he's going to be in the show and playing a Vulcan. He definitely has that Vulcan type voice.
Yeah, he's got that sort of not quite authoritative, but definitely super knowledgeable voice. Yeah. Kind of like what I would imagine taking a class from Tolkien would be because Tolkien taught a very super knowledgeable, super creative, kind of commanding, but you may not have a clue what he's talking about.
Uh-huh.
You're like, that's cool. I don't know what you're saying, but it's cool. It sounds good.
There you go. It's
anyway.
like you have such a authority, but I'm just caught up in the way you're saying it, and maybe when I come to, I can start listening to what the words are.
Get a voice recorder. What'd you say?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna remember this. But anyway, that's all I've got. Is that all you got?
That's all I have right now.
Cool.
This is only the pilot episode, so I think we will get a lot more going for part 2.
We'll probably change structures as we go. So keep with us, guys. We'll keep making content. This show will evolve. Thanks for you for participating in this very first pilot episode of the Better Than B show. And just real quick, Wonder Woman's going to be better than B. Pirates are going to be better than B. Baywatch is going to be better than B. Emoji just gets a big fat stinking F. And Star Trek will definitely be a better than B. So you heard it here first, guys. Better than B movies other than the Emoji Movie. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Good night.